If you're starting to wonder how many of my videos are going to be on small pocket pistols, mouse guns, I can tell you now it's going to be a lot. It's possibly more than you care to see. And then some of you other guys probably will be quite pleased to see how many of these videos are going to cover these little tiny pocket pistols. I've said it in several of my other videos. If I had to pick a favorite caliber, it's the 25 every time. Understand, I am not stating that I think the 25 ACP is in any way a superior self-defense round. I'm not saying that. I'm saying a favorite caliber, my favorite, is the 25. I just like it. Virtually no recoil, yet a lot more reliability than you have with a rimfire. Okay, I like the 25. I just do. Yeah, I do carry a 25 a lot. And I've already calculated the risks, if you want to call it that I'm taking by doing so. But I always have it with me. If it's not the 25, it's a 32. Every now and then a 380. Very rarely a 38 special, and almost never a 45 ACP. I have all of those calibers, but that's just honest. I mean, I carry a 22 Magnum a lot. One of the little North American arms. That's a great little revolver. For this video, I wanted to show you guys this little Colt 25 I've had for a few years now. Picked this up used, obviously, at a gun shop a little ways outside of town. Don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. I want to say it was probably in the neighborhood of I think probably $150, maybe $150, what I paid for this. Going off looks, you may think that's pretty steep, but I'll tell you, man, Colt, you know, if you can even still see yeah, there it is. The old expression, well, they don't make them like they used to. Well, this is no exception. This is a incredibly reliable little firearm. In all the years I've shot this, and I've put lots of rounds through this thing at the range. Lots of rounds. I think maybe I've had two that I can remember. 2 malfunctions. There may have been a third one in there I'm forgetting about. But I know I've had 2. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And I can almost guarantee the 2 I recall I know was from cheap ammunition. And let's talk about that for a second, okay? 25 ACP. I'll go ahead and show you guys if this is safety checked. 25 ACP. You will pay more for a box of 25 ACP than almost any other round out there. Yeah, I'm sure there's some crazy, like, you know, strange, random, exotic kind of rounds that I'm, you know, not aware of, but just across the board, 25 ACP and 32 ACP, you're going to pay more for those rounds than just about anything else. Why? Well, because nobody used them anymore. And so the few ammunition manufacturers that still make those rounds, you know, it's kind of like, well, there's still a demand for it. A small demand, but there is still a demand, so they've got a little bit of a monopoly. Okay, they can sort of charge whatever they want. I mean, within reason, because not that many folks are making 25 ACP anymore, or 32. But this is a great little firearm. Like I said, have carried it several times. Goes down in a little pocket holster. I've got a little leather pocket holster just fine. I will tell you guys, I do carry this with a round chambered. This does have the magazine release safety in it, so if you don't have the magazine in it, you know, the weapon won't fire. See there? Gotta have the magazine in. But I do carry it with a round chambered, with the hammer. Take the magazine back out just for this video, but usually carry it with the hammer at half cock and the safety on. Same as I do my 1911 when I do carry it, which is not that often, but when I do, this is how I carry it. And I forget what condition they call this. You know, I don't know if it's condition 1 or condition 2. I don't remember all those names, but that's how I carry it. I carry it with round chambered, half cock, safety on, and always practice. You know, when I do my draws, if I'm at a place where I can, a range where I can practice doing my draws, which most indoor gun shops you cannot do that. But if I am at a place where I can, you know, I always practice pulling this out of the holster, cocking the hammer, releasing the safety, and then firing the weapon. 6+1 capacity. It's heavy. It is heavy. Probably one of the few things I don't care for in this pistol. Its weight. It's heavy. At one time I'd written down what the weight was, and now I can't find it. So I just take my word for it. It's for the size. It's quite heavy. This feels like probably 2 of my Kel-Tecs. Maybe not quite that heavy, but close. I mean, it is. It's substantial. No polymer in this thing. You know, all steel and wood grips. Something else that's interesting about this little Colt that some of you may not know, if any of you own a Glock, you'll know that one of the key selling features about that Glock you may own is how easy it is to field strip it. Well, after I bought this, I realized it basically, well, it doesn't have the same breakdown as a Glock, but it's just as simple. Of course, you want to make sure that the firearm is empty, obviously. Alright, all you have to do is lock the slide to the rear. Okay, safety's got the little notch in it, locks it to the rear. Twist the barrel, give it a pull, twist it again, it comes right out. Okay, those 3 little lugs you see there, there's a groove. I don't know if I can show you guys. Yeah, it's a little too dark, you can barely see it. Basically, there's 3 little grooves down there, and those lugs are what hold the barrel in place. Okay, so the barrel screws out just like that. Very gently, very carefully, release the slide forward. It comes forward just like so. Okay. Spring comes out just like that, and that's essentially it. You can push the safety out as well if you want to. But that's it. You know, as far as cleaning, if you're coming back from the range, there's your slide, spring, barrel, and grip. Pretty simple. I like that it breaks down that easy, especially when it comes time to deciding what guns I want to take to the range. You know, if it's something that breaks down really simply, then yeah, I'll probably take it because cleaning it is not much of a hassle. Now, I will say, and my wife will tell anybody this, I think I enjoy cleaning my guns, honestly, probably just as much as I enjoy shooting them. And I think a lot of you guys who really, really love the sport of shooting, who really love your guns, have a passion about it, you know, you take care of them. I think you guys are probably the same way. You probably like me, and you love cleaning them. You know, it's when you get home, you know, get everything else put away, but you've got your guns out, you got your cleaning supplies. I like to spread out, you know, put on a little Billy Joel or Bob Seger or whatever you like, and you know, just spend a couple hours just in the zone cleaning those guns, man. I enjoy it. So anyway, that's basically all there is to taking this thing apart. It's really quite simple. I will say that this is not the case for every 25 ACP. I own a Colt 1908 vest pocket 25 that I'll do in another video later on, hopefully. and it's basically the same breakdown as this. It's a little bit different, but it's essentially the same as this. Colt just really knew how to, as far as the engineering, they really knew what they were doing. Now, I can't, and I'm sure somebody will comment, and actually I would even appreciate it. I don't recall if it was Colt that copied the Browning, or if it was Browning that copied the Colt. And I'm sure there are lots of folks out there who know which it is. But I know one essentially kind of copied the other. But regardless, it's still an impressive design. Nice little firearm that I happen to really enjoy. And just for the heck of it, just because it seems like in all these videos, it seems like I tend to do a knife and a firearm, I thought in this one I'd talk a little bit about, this is a Kershaw Oso Sweet. And I thought, well, this little Colt I'm talking about, it's a sweet little pistol, so maybe this would be a good knife to talk about in this video. I'm not going to really talk about the specs of this knife, because you can look those up really with no trouble at all. But what I'll tell you is Kershaw really, boy, you can see that blade centering is just not too hot. Yeah, tip of this knife is bent. I used it for something I shouldn't have. Anyway, I will say Kershaw really impresses me with the quality of knife you get for the money you pay. Is it going to compare to a Benchmade? No. Is it going to compare to Spyderco? No. At least not my opinion, no. But it's also a fraction of the cost, okay? And you're getting still a quality pocket knife. And for me, the nice thing about a knife like this is, as you can see with that blade, you can tell I've used this knife and the centering's kind of messed up and the tip's bent and whatnot. This is a knife that I don't mind actually doing really hard work with, because I didn't pay $100 for this knife. I think I paid $26 for this knife. Now, $26 is not nothing. If you saw a $20 bill and a $5 bill floating down the sidewalk, you'd probably run after it. But it's also a lot easier to convince yourself that, yeah, a knife like this really, I don't mind using it for hard tasks. And sometimes, it's not a cutting task that you have to use your knife for. And that's kind of what ended up happening with the tip on this one. I was trying to use it to pry something, and I should not have tried it, and I did anyway, and oh well, that's life. But Kershaw Oso Sweet, nice little knife. I love those scales. Kind of look like, I don't know, like spider web or fish scales, or I don't know what it reminds you of, but they've got a nice grip to them. It's a nice grippy knife. Feels good in the hand, nice and lightweight. So anyway, yeah, Kershaw Oso Sweet. Check it out. See if you guys like them. I like it for a good utility knife. I don't feel so bad putting this guy to work. Okay. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one. Not sure what I'll be doing next. I'm thinking of reviewing some other things on the channel as well, some things other than just knives and firearms. I don't know if you guys even be interested in that. Let me know. If you like the videos, guys, subscribe. Okay, it's still a pretty new channel. I've only been doing this for a couple of weeks now, and so far I can't really tell what the yield is going to be like. I don't know if folks are really enjoying these or if they could care less. If they do care less, it doesn't hurt my feelings, but I may eventually, start doing other things just to save my time. So let me know what you think. Like I said, if you like it, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments, what you think about the videos and what you might like to see. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next time.